Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we have one of the invoked version that is possible with this after MECHABA was released from the ban list. We're talking about the Revolution, the FLEUR skill. So as you may have seen already in the stream of yesterday, we had an amazing combo with Beatrice and stuff, but today I'm gonna show you another one that is kind of nice. Honestly, it's mode oriented, as you will see, as you could have seen in a thumbnail on spellcasters. But before jumping right to it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with, of course, Sherry and Revolution the FLEUR. As you may have seen from thumbnail, I'm talking about invoked MAGISTUS. Now, of course, the idea was simple, just to have monsters that were light, so that is when where my idea comes from. And keep in mind, the last 3 slots of this deck are ideally for invoked meltdown. So this card, if you have it, just add it. Unfortunately I do not have it. That's it. You should play triple of this to increase your chances of having Alistair. So let me actually go with this. Let me start from the classic combo. This is also, as you can see, a fusion focused deck because we're playing Necro fusion. So we have also a couple of considerations to make. Your turn 1 combo can start, with your synchro stuff could go either with Alistair, or you could try even without using your normal summon. Special summoning Crowley, the Magistus of Grimoires, because this guy can special summon itself by discarding a spellcaster type monster. Keep in mind, as a fodder to discard, you can also use the Sorcerer the FLEURs or additional Sarge the FLEUR if you can't use its effect. You can also, of course, discard the additional Alistairs or the Leona or even the Veilers. Eventually, it's your turn, and of course, Veiler is useless during your turn, but maybe you have to finish your opponent, you can just discard it. Then we have the classic stuff for the Revolution, the FLEUR core. That is the triple Sorcerer, the triple Sarge, the double Necrosynchron, and the Glow Up Bulb. Again, if you don't have Sarge, just play Cosmo Brain to replace it. And the combo here goes is for having both MECHABA and Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon on the field. But as you will see in replays, and as I already explained to you yesterday in the stream, usually, if you really think about it, the best turn 1 will always be Kaliga and Crystal Wing, unless if you go into MECHABA, you have a spell card in your hand that you can use as a fodder to discard for your MECHABA to be able to negate a spell card. That's the only reason. We're also playing this guy, Medium of the Ice Barrier, as a bridge to go from Sorge the FLEUR into Alistair. Why? Because Alistair and Sorge the FLEUR share 2 things. Share the fact that they are spellcasters and the fact they are dark. So for a small war, you need a bridge, in this case, Medium of the Ice Barrier. That, to be honest, it's a very nice card even when you go second, because if you happen to have these in your starting end, and your opponent will probably have 4 or more cards than you do, then you can special summon this. It's a level 7, you can adjust the level and go into Trishula without even committing your normal summon. So what's the spice about this Necro fusion? For multiple reasons. So apart from the fusion, for the invoked fusion that are here, even though Raging was not, I never played Raging that much. We got a Gaiadas, we got the MECHABA, we got the Magistus Spell Spirit that can be summoned not only with Leona that gets the Magistus Invocation normal summon, but can also be special summoned by Necro Fusion or also with Invocation. Eventually you have a Magistus monster in your hand and another spellcaster monster. So for the synchro part, we have the Trishula, but we have no room for Trishula for the normal Trishula, and then the Clear Wing Synchro Dragon and Crystal Wing, because of course when you use the skill to grab the Necrosynchron, you're gonna use the effect of the skill to change the level of Alistair to 3, so you can increase to 5, and 5 plus 2 is 7. Getting the bulb plus 7 is Crystal Wing, and there you go. The gears, of course, because we have tons of level 8. one thing, now you can decide to even play, instead of Invoked Raging, you could even play Quintet Magician. Why Quintet Magician? Because, well, you have tons of spellcasters here, and they're different, and you have Necrofusion, and you're gonna feel the grave, so that's very easy as, you know, as an assumption, but it all comes to, again, your turn 1, because going on turn 1 could be either Caliga or Raging, right? I mean, Caliga is guaranteed because you're gonna have this in the grave, so it's up to you. You can even play like this, but the thing is, Raging will be easier to summon in long duel, in a short duel, while Quintet Magician is gonna be tough. You're gonna rely on Necrofusion, and only when your graveyard is gonna be full enough. So it's up to you guys. You can decide again. But I love the Necrofusion in this stuff because you can, with the Necrofusion, guys, keep in mind you can eventually summon also the invoked fusions. Yeah, eventually you just discarded Alistair for the boost. So that's something I really love about this thing. And guys, that's everything here, honestly, for these versions, for this Invoked Magistus version. Just to have, of course, Crystal Wing and MECHABA both as a negation. Now this was freed. That's it for the explanation. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And let's jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay against, what do we have? I don't remember, honestly. It's Orcust. Now Orcust has become way more popular back again after the release of the Scrap Recycler, so... Okay, let's see what we have. We got the Bombard, it's got the Nightmare. Let's speed things up. I guess you remember how Orcust was played, right? But this was an interesting combo because this dude literally had Drago Berserker the Tennis at turn 1 and a Link Rebo. That was definitely interesting, wasn't it? We're going second, as you can see here. We got the Alistair as well. So I started with the Revolution, the FLEUR getting that, then the Grimoire special summon, and he decided to banish that, and that's totally fine because now we can normal summon the Reliona to get the Magistus Invocation, go for the Synchro Summon of a level 7 Krill Wing Synchro Dragon to trigger the Necrosynchron, getting also the bulb out, so Crystal Wing is here and is top tier, then Invocation to go straight away into MECHABA. That's how you do it. So we have also Spell Negation thanks to the Magistus in our hand, and here comes the guys that before we couldn't play together because they were both limited 1, but now 1 is free. So here it comes, Alistair back to our hand, and the Bob also coming out with the skills have more attack power. There you go, he scooped. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys. We got Sherry again. Is this Revolution the FLEUR actually? So, but it's Nekroz. Revolution the FLEUR, Nekroz the FLEUR. So let's speed things up. She's got the Valkyries ready in end, so we know she can actually end the battle phase. We need to be careful about that. So she's going with the Herald, and then she's stopping there because she has a way to end the battle phase, an Omni Negation. So she's kind of chilling, right? So we started with the boy, then we went with the normal summon of Reliona, but I did not activate the effect because I didn't want him to negate. So that's why I'm doing that. Then the Necro FLEUR on top. There you go, Clear Wing. I started with that because I want to go straight away into the... it didn't negate actually the Necro FLEUR. That is a problem actually. You should have negated that because now that I have my Crystal Wing, I don't care about that. I can just negate the Herald's effect. So I'm just attacking, setting the Necrofusion because with Necrofusion eventually, keep in mind, I have a... I actually can't. So I should have find a way to have another monster on the field, but still, because I need another spellcaster to go into the Magistus fusion. So he started with the search, and that's fine. Then he's got the Nekroz cycle to begin with the shoot and then the brio there. So in this case, I decided to negate that with the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and this is what it was hoping to get, because it doesn't know I have Valor, but I negated this just because I have Valor, and I'm ready to actually stop Trishula. So you went with Nekroz Mirror, summoning Trishula, here it comes, and then I can just negate that with the effect Valor, so it can't do nothing, plus this can be destroyed by battle, and he's scooped. And actually now, then it comes the thing, as soon as I discard Valor, Necrofusion is ready, and I can summon the Magistus Fusion for another interruption. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Third duel, my boys. Let's see what we have is Gemini, one of the best deck to reach Cog, honestly, at the moment. And it's him to go first. Let's see what he has. She's got the Gemini Ablation ready, the Evoke. I'm gonna stop that with the Valor, and she's gonna go anyway straight into an Xyz Dueler to stop, of course, the effect of the FLEUR stuff. So roll on to grab the gear for next turn, and he's done. Also has a back row though. So we went with the Revolution, the FLEUR, of course, the boy, the little boy. Then it comes Dueler, no effect. So small wall to begin with. Here comes the bridge to reveal the medium ice barrier to get the Alistair the Invoker. Here it comes, and then Necro FLEUR face up, then Alistair the Invoker to get our invocation, the second one. But I did this, guys, of course, because and that's why I'm playing 2 invocation also, is because you can have the chance to discard the other invocation with the effect of MECHABA in order to be able to negate a spell card. And that's what these could be, because, you know, Gemini played Gemini Spark. So let's see if I'm right. So the Sorcerer de Fleur here, and then of course the skill. That's why actually he's going for the play here. Doesn't make sense though, because even if he's got the Immortal Phoenix Giftfried, he has no equip spell here to be able to negate, so he can't negate. So at this point I'm going with the skill to get that. But then I realized if he has something, a spell card to negate, for example, I want to make sure to have the negation first, right? So I first used invocation to get the Alistair, the MECHABA on the field. So now I can negate a spell card, keep in mind that. And then Synchro Summon into Trishula 0 to banish 3. It's got Gemini Spark, I was right, MECHABA negates, and then we banish the other 3 cards, of course, clearing the field. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Oh, duel, my boys. Let's see what we have. It's Alexis Rhodes with Tuning in the Sky, another deck that came back. Actually, I think also after the video that I made, because Tuning in the Sky, actually, it's kind of good now, right now, especially if you have the triple Neptune. So, but even if you don't, with the build that I gave you, if you didn't check it yet, actually go for it. You're gonna see you're gonna be able to have a very crazy turn 1 combo, and even going second, you have access to the Master Hyperion, so it's a very solid deck in my opinion, very solid rogue deck. So let's speed things up. This is not the combo that I showed you guys in the video. I think it's a weaker combo, to be honest, because this guy's gonna end on the Master Hyperion, a banish, and then the other guy is Pluto, so just 2 interruptions, not really that great. With my combo, guys, I gave you 4 interruptions, one of them being a spell chop negation with Void Ogre. So it's us to go, of course. We got the small wall to begin with, to search basically but he decided to banish that, and that's fine. So I'm just grabbing the medium of the ice barrier as an additional special summon, and it comes, as you can see, was pretty nice. Then Alistair he's got the effect Vader though, but that is not a problem, as you can see here. So what happens now is that even though he got rid of the Necro FLEUR, thanks to medium I have access to Trishula, because I play Necro Synchron with the skill, I change the level of Alistair to 2, and 2 + 2 + 7 is Trishula. All of these interruptions were gone, apart from Pluto. I can just set that, but that's fine. We still banish 3, there you go, and then invoke Hashione, banishing the Master Hyperion into MECHABA. And this was a misplay, actually, guys, because I should have banished the Protector of Agents and not the field spell, because now with the skill I can just make the Trishula become a Sorcerer de Fleur, and I would have had lethal. So I misplayed here, but still not that much of a trouble, because we just attack is gonna survive here because of the Wicked Borders in the Sky. Now he's got the first special summon of Master Hyperion trying to pop here, but guess what? MECHABA says no thank you, so we can just negate and banish. And then he's got the Neptune, but he can't summon anything else but that. that because the other Master Hyperion was banished by me when I summoned MECHABA with the invocation. So at this point he can change the level, but he can't do that much. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least, interrupting a 3-win streak, we got Shaddolls. And it's us to go first. We got the small wall to begin with the bridge of the medium to get the Alistair through the through a dark spellcaster, Alistair to get our invocation, and then the Necrosynchron changing its level to 1, then increasing Alistair level to 6, so we can go into 7, and then of course Necrosynchron summoning the bulb. Here comes the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, and then invocation to go straight away into Kaliga, still one of the best turn 1 right now. So my opponent basically has just no effects, because he can just activate one effect, but we negate that, and then he's done. So he needs to have a way to get rid of Kaliga with a spell card, otherwise he's gonna be in trouble. So, and of course he's got Chalice to begin with, but he decided to go with the Crystal Wing and not the Kaliga. That was weird. So he went Alistair, and guess what? He's done for the day, so he can't use any more effect. Artemis here to have access to the light monster, then going into invocation for MECHABA. But keep in mind the negation is not live because he can't use any other effect. Instead, he's setting triple, and now it's us to go again, but we got Sarge, so we can read Kaliga really quick, popping the back row that was actually the reincarnation. He scooped, because now if he tries to negate anything with MECHABA, actually he had no cards in hand, but even if he tried with Crystal Wing, and we still have Alistair, we can go further, we can extend into our own MECHABA also. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go, guys. That was it. So if you're looking for a more fusion focused version of Invoke the FLEUR, it comes, and it's actually very nice, especially if you want to add a little bit more of spice with the Quintet Magician. I think it's actually very nice, even though you're not gonna be able to summon it that frequently, but still. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.